what do we got? We got a couple.
Football. Eagles suck.
Astrology.
Ice cream.
I've heard of astrology and belly button rings. I feel like those go hand
Do girls
in hand.
still? Yeah, they do. Do girls? Are you guys still getting belly button rings? I don't know. I haven't fucked a whore lately. Is this good improv?
This is masterclass at UCB. This is what that is. I think, dude, you know what's hilarious?
Like, I'm gonna
My
stop.
mom has a belly button.
Does she?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why? How old is she?
Midlife crisis.
Does she still have it?
Well, no, it got infected, so she's not.
Dude, just an older woman getting like a scratch, like, oh, I think it's gone bad. Just sitting on a couch, like, oh, there's pus. It's gone bad.
Mom, you have a stain on your shirt. It's the belly button ring.
Life alert, yeah. I got some good. My grandma fell. She's dead. She didn't have. No.
This is the worst commercial for Life Alert. Life Alert? My grandma had it. She's no longer with us. Only $19.95. 3 easy payments of.
No, I don't know. You ever see an old lady fall? Like, my grandma fell. She was trying to get the hose from behind her house, and she fell behind a bush.
Should I act it out?
Like, if you want. But it looked like well, this is going to distract me, I think.
Oh, okay.
Now that you're doing it, I was like, it looked like, but yeah, she fell, and then her feet were just sticking out from a bush. And she laid there for like 2 hours. It was the summer.
Whoa, wait. She
was
Wizard
hot.
of Oz did? Where she was
No,
just...
like just her feet were sticking out from under a bush in her backyard.
Oh,
and then
wow.
a neighbor's kid found her. Which is very funny, because if you don't have Life Alert and you're old, you just have to yell.
But it's very faint if
You're
you're
gonna
older.
lay there and be like, help! Isn't that funny? You guys don't think it's funny to have to lay there?
And this kid is like, are birds talking
He's
to
like-
me in that bush over there?
He probably thought it was a witch, dude. Very witch-like.
Yeah.
Come here, little boy.
Come to the bush.
Help me.
Face down, ass up. Louis C.K.
Kardashian, To Catch a Predator.
Epstein.
To Catch a Predator. You know what's fucked up? I used to kind of cheer a little for the Predators. And I'll tell you why. I didn't want them to get laid.
I mean, if it's a football game, they are the away team.
They're going into hostile territory. But they also, like, that show, if you watch that show, it's not, look, I think pedophiles are bad. Let me lead with that.
He's running for office next year, by the way. Let me just say,
I'm gonna go ahead and
pedophiles
say
are bad.
this, but if you watch that show again now, they're just trapping, like, very, like, mentally handicapped guys and Indians. That's all they're getting. They're getting me and Akash. Every day, me and Akash show up. And that's all they got. They tricked them. And then the best are like dudes directly from India, where they were just like, they're like, sit down. Do you know this girl's 15? And they're like, yes. And they're like, you understand you're going to do? It's like, why? Why am I in trouble? This is going to be the best day. Because that's their culture, and I respect other cultures.
The fact that you have the knowledge of other people's culture is actually very culturally sensitive, Shane.
Thank you.
Yeah. All the Indians up front are like, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I support it.
Let's get one more suggestion. What do we got?
Stretch marks.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Stretch marks, Jeffrey Epstein. And what was this over here? Breast implants.
Your call. It's funny, there's a bunch of things Jeffrey Epstein hated.
That deserves a lot.
What do you think?
Breast implants.
Yeah, what do you
Have
like?
you ever felt them?
I have felt them.
What's that like?
I don't know. I always have guys that are very like, oh, you can tell those tits are fake. And I'm just like, usually, we're both... What? It was a good time?
That woman is dead who you're referring to. It was a good time.
Yeah, I like touching them. I love boobs. I like touching boobs.
Yeah.
I love mature naturals. I love A-cup angels.
By the way, this is the obscure section of the Victoria's Secret catalog. I like mushy marmies. I like saggy Sallies, you know.
I don't know how you like saggies? Big heavy saggies?
Big heavy saggies.
I love sucking on it, fucking big heavy saggies. Especially when they're on top, you just like a fucking goldfish. That has to be somebody's joke. Because that was pretty good. I mean, that was actually a really good joke.
by Shane Gillis. Give it up for Shane
Hey,
Gillis,
thanks,
guys.
Which ones? Oh, they were all stars, dude. Nurses were up there with them. They were
Nurses making TikToks. Dude, go back and watch those. It's haunting.
Yeah, they're crazy.
It's very scary.
Like the
nurses doing weird dances.
Did you ever see the ones where like when nurses lose patients, there's a nurse in the hallway?
Yeah, they film themselves with sad music.
Like, what the fuck?
I'd be so pissed if my family member died and the nurse went out and filmed themselves. Like, well, I got to get myself back up. I can't, you know.
It'd be funny if they filmed breaking the news to you, just being like, "This is the hardest part of my job." Your dad's dead.
Your dad's fucking dead. That's a good sketch.
That would be funny.
A really good sketch is walking into the hallway, like leaving the room where your parent just died, and you open the door and a nurse is going. You notice a camera. You're like,
what the fuck are you
what
doing?
the fuck? They'd have to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. They have to break their fake character.
They're just filming you and your family being like,
look how
so
sad
hard.
they are.
So hard. You just have a mask on. But yeah, dude, I mean, when you exist in that realm of like, we're going to start witch hunting everybody, it naturally is going to start, you're going to start viewing all your coworkers through that lens. You're going to be like, it just falls apart. You can't do that. Dude, the shame, I was thinking about this yesterday when I was reading the Hughes article. The shame apparatus we've put together, the medieval church would just drool over it. We can shame someone across the globe in just 4 seconds. Just being like, adulterer. And everyone's like, oh, what a piece of shit.
I can't believe they're a piece of shit. One thing I don't get is the Musk hate.
Dude, I can't stand it.
I don't understand what the hate is.
I don't understand. It's like the dude sunk a ton of his own money into Twitter. I think he got the Twitter files kind of unleashed and all that stuff. He like bought it so he could show all the slants and shit they were doing. And people were like, his fucking parents own a diamond mine. It's like, okay, that's not the best. That's not the best. But it's like, hey man, you know, what the fuck? I mean, we all gotta get engaged.
Yeah, we're gonna need that rock.
Yeah, I don't know. You want to give your wife a lab grown diamond?
No, you need a blood diamond.
Blood, sweat, and tears?
Yes.
But women love that shit too.
Yeah, they go, oh my God, a slave got this for me.
No, a slave died.
A slave died getting me this ring that I can show my bitch friends. My slave worked harder than yours. Mine's bigger.
They love, dude, I've been watching a lot of Cinderella recently. And I've been getting, dude, it's all that goes, it's all that goes on in my house. I've watched.
Yeah.
I know, it's funny. I've watched the original, like Disney animated one. I've watched now. There's a new one.
What's going on in the new one, dude? How have the wokes ruined it?
So the wokes took over the who's that lady? Camila Cabello. She's like a pop star. She did one where that's total wokesters, dude. The woke mind virus is all over that. She doesn't even care about the prince. She's trying to start a business, and they're like, women can't have businesses, and she's like, I want to make clothes. But then she does marry the prince, but like she has to accept that she has a business to run. It's crazy. That one is absolutely fucking nuts.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's crazy, dude. That one is fucked.
Cinderella has to.
She
wants to be a business lady.
Yeah, she wants to be a business lady, dude. In like medieval Europe, she wants to be a business lady, and it's like it's all like, you know, the whole crowd's like, everybody listen up. It's all like I'm the Newtown Crier. hey y'all, it's fucking like, which is whatever. It's just corny as fuck. And then it's the whole thing is just her being like, I want to start a business. Why can't I? I was like, women can't start businesses. And the prince
this is medieval Europe.
The prince is like, I love you. I want you to live with me. And she's like, no, I want to sell fucking clothing. It's like, yeah, okay. Limited 2. You're going to work at Limited 2 or you're going to fucking marry a king. It's like, shut the fuck up. So then like, yeah, it's like fucking total bullshit. Forever 21.
I want to work in Forever 21.
So then like, but then the other one is just the straight up fairy tale. And you know, you watch like Hercules and all these like that's like the hero myth where it's like you go, you're like, you're getting fucked up, you beat this thing, you're like, all right. The woman myth is like, you're kind of just like shitty and you have a bad job and
you
no
have
one
two
respects
shitty
you.
sisters that are like, you'll never be wearing them.
Mean sisters and a mean mom, and your dad's just there's no dad.
There's
always
never
just
a dad.
Mean moms, dad's fucking dead, and he was so nice to you. And then the turning point of the female like fairy tale is that you walk into a ball and you're the prettiest in the ball, and everyone goes, oh, who's that?
She's hot.
And then the most powerful man in the room takes you and dances with you for everyone, and then you're like, I have to go. And then he finds out, and it just
finds you.
That seems to be like the
pussy.
apex. That's the dragon for them. It's just them being, and all the other
hottest.
girls being like, ugh. And she's like, I'm so pretty and innocent and nice. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. It's pretty crazy. But it is, dude, for women, it's like, be nice and be hot.
Yeah.
Dudes are like, be brave. For women, they're like, be nice and
brave.
be hot.
Be brave sucks, though, too.
Be brave sucks.
You gotta like fight a bunch of like wolves.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the stories are sick.
The stories are cool, but they resonate with us.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're bros, dude. We fucking want to fight wolves.
Exactly.
But girls want that. You
Yeah,
know
they
what I mean?
have to be nice. That's the challenge.
Yeah, but we have to be brave, dude. I'd rather be nice than fucking have to fight the
But
Hydra.
you have to be nice, and you have to be nice and hot, or you'd be an old fairy
you have to be
godmother.
jacked and brave. Dude.
True.
You have to be so jacked and brave.
True.
You have to go to war, dude.
Yeah, true. Nah, Cinderella used to have to deal with like a bitchy stepmom. and
Or
two
you did
shitty sisters.
another good tale is the reluctant king. It's
Yeah.
another good dude hierarchy or whatever that word is.
Yeah, I don't want to be king.
Hierarchy's not it, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Archetype.
Yeah.
I don't want to be king.
I have to be the leader even though I don't want to.
I want to explore the world. Yeah,
It's like Lemaire's journey.
True.
From fucking rags to king of the mothership. From rags to the party man
Yeah,
at the
from
mothership.
rags to pool house.
Mr. Good Time. King of the good times, dude.
What'd you do last night, Lemise?
You snuck off.
Yeah, I just dipped early. I
What'd
wanted
you
to get
do?
some sleep.
Oh, nice.
Sleep?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
I came home, slept.
Yeah, you need some sleep. You've been grumpy.
Yeah.
Are you in a funk, man?
Huh?
Are you in a funk?
Just like I'm getting better. I
Yeah.
feel better.
You're just
Yeah.
emotional?
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the spring's gonna completely sweep you off your feet, dude.
Dude. Oh,
You're going to
yeah.
be swept off your feet.
You're gonna
I'm
in
getting
love with the
sprung.
world.
Dude, spring is sprung.
You're going to get so sprung.
You're gonna get so hot immediately.
I can't imagine.
I saw there was a bit of a glow up last night, and I saw you with that vest on. You looked handsome. I could tell you had been passed at the mothership. You were glowing.
I didn't know.
Nate was sad. There was sad Nate last night.
Why was Nate sad?
I don't know. He was sad.
Yeah, well, he probably didn't love. He went out there as his first time. I was telling Nate, dude,
I thought he did well. I heard he did.
he did well.
Yeah.
But it's if you're in your head while you're doing something, you're like, if anything didn't work, that's all
Yeah.
you think about. But yeah, he was. I texted him today and complimented him. I said,
Yeah.
"Good job, bro. It's fucking very, very difficult to do that for the first time, especially when I was telling him he was in NPC mode." Dude, my first 2 months in that green room was
I've watched all of you.
full NPC.
Of course, I've done it. We all do it. The first time you're in the green room and Rogan walks in, you enter NPC. You guys leave, which is very fun to watch. Second he walks in, I watch both of them like
Flee the scene.
slink off, dude. Down to Mitzi's, down to start drinking again.
We flee.
The second Rogies walk
Seek
in, you see,
refuge at the pub.
It's the king.
see the rats jump the ship into the sea.
Yeah, you go full NPC mode.
NPC, so fun.
Dead silent. Just sit in the room.
Wait for somebody to talk to you and be like, "Yes, I agree."
Yes, I'm from Philadelphia. Well, not really. I'm from 2 hours away, but yes.
My name is Matt. I hail from Philadelphia. There's some liquid deaths in the fridge. I like what you did with the place.
Wow, this club is beautiful. Wow, this club is. Anytime they press A, you repeat it. Yeah,
I'm just getting out of NPC mode. It took me 5 months.
It takes a while, and then what's his name was there last night? Joey Diaz. He'll put you in NPC.
Yeah, he kind of. I love that dude for a long time. I saw him last night, and it was just like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like. It's so funny. So I want to be like, "Dude, you're the fucking man." Like, yeah, there's just so many things. You're like, I have so many options. All of them will mostly probably result in just total embarrassment.
So embarrassing saying them when you're in NPC and you try to break out.
Dude,
I did it. I
it's
remember.
even worse. It's even worse when you try.
I remember the first time I met Kurt Metzger. I was in NPC. I was just standing next to him, and I was like, do you have a new special coming out? And he was like, what? And just walked away, and I was like, oh, no.
But the one time when I met Attell, it was in New York, and you were in the hallway.
Attell crushed me the first time.
Oh, God, dude. I think he looked, I don't remember what I said to him. I think he looked at me and was just like, nope, and just kept going. I was like,
dude, fuck. I was outside. Just made Chris Rock laugh inside. I was like, I'm the king, dude.
Yeah.
Walked outside. I was like, you got an extra cigarette? And he was just like, just walked away. I was like, oh, man, why did I think I could do that?
He is
He'll kill you, dude.
I heard he murdered this weekend.
Yeah.
At the motherfucking chip.
At the Madre.
Everything he says is funny.
Yeah.
He sent it to a new level where it's for real. Every line that comes out of his mouth, I'm like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I did a lot of shows with him at the Cellar. We were always on, and he would get off stage and go wild, dude. There'd be times he'd get off and be like, oh, was it a good crowd, Shane? And start like slapping the walls and just run outside. He'd be like, oh my God. If you walked in the room while he was on stage, he'd kill me every time. I'd walk in and be like, oh, Shane, you must have had a good set. You're hanging around. I was like, oh, man.
That must be nice doing stand up by the time when you're like 50.
Yeah, you see young people coming, you get to hit them. You know they're all NPCs at that point. Like, you give a fuck are you looking at, dude?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Bobby Lee's also an NPC destroyer.
Yeah.
He's brutal. It's very funny. But he'll come in and he'll like see a guy and just be like, what, are you nervous, bro? You know, this is a big deal. And it's like, it's the funniest thing in the world.
Voss will get you. Voss is that.
Yeah.
Voss man does that every single time he walks in a room. He's like, what are you looking at, stupid? Yeah, I was watching, speaking of Japanese, I was watching Letters from Iwo Jima. You ever see that?
Nah.
It was, so Clint Eastwood did Flags of Our Fathers, and then he did Letters from Iwo Jima, and it was about the Japanese at Iwo Jima. And dude, they were fucking retarded.
Why?
They killed themselves constantly.
Really?
They're like, if we're gonna lose, we gotta kill ourselves.
Part of their culture, though.
I know, it's a dumb part of their
kamikaze plane.
Kamikaze's sick. This is just literally us sitting here and be like, all right, they're probably gonna win. We should just do the honorable thing right now and kill ourselves. And each dude just takes a grenade out and is like, goodbye, everyone.
Oh, shit.
It's like, don't do that. Go take the grenade and throw it at the guys.
That's
coming
crazy.
At you.
Yeah.
That's they were like, don't be a coward. You gotta fucking kill yourself right now.
Damn.
It's kind of the opposite of how we talk about
That's
suicide.
also a good war tactic, too, though. Just be like, yo, Japan, I don't know if you know this, we're winning. And they're like, fuck.
Yeah, you can't fire us. We quit. They did rage quit. Japan rage quit constantly. They were down 30 in Madden and was just like, fuck this shit, dude. I'm turning off the game.
I heard they're not showing the Little Mermaid out there. That's what Will told me, so I can't believe
Will
this.
yeah,
So I don't know if it's true or not, but he was like, yeah, they're not showing the Little Mermaid out there because she's
in
black.
Japan. Oh, China.
Yeah,
I think it's China.
One of them.
China's exceptionally racist.
Yeah.
But then the Black Spider-Man doing good. So, you know what I mean?
It's like an M. Night Shyamalan twist, though. He takes his mask off at the end, and they're all like, whoa! He's been a monster the whole time. You ever see those black NBA players that go over to China, and then they get off the bus, and there's just
Scream the
Chinese dudes
N-word.
calling the N-word.
Well, this kid, Thomas Marr, was not a pussy.
No.
He wasn't a pussy. Shane, what do you love about this guy? Tell us some quick facts. What do you like?
Don't mind.
Talk to me at length about it because I'm tired. I have diarrhea. I don't want to do the heavy lifting today.
I just like
Chris,
that,
no.
he was like early in his life, so he was born rich, kind of denied that and went to fight for it, like kind of tried to start a rebellion. The rebellion sucked, by the way.
The Irish Rebellion.
The rebellion him and his friend started.
Yeah.
It was
kinda
like
whack.
2 people got shot, and it was their own guys. That was it. And they all fucking ran. And got, I mean, almost everything he did was kind of a failure.
Yeah.
Thomas Marr.
Right.
Like everything. The
Yeah.
rebellion sucked. Then he got sent down to fucking Tasmania. He got transported. Well, first he was sentenced to death. Then he gave a fucking speech that was pretty sick about like, fuck you guys, kill me, which was pretty nice. That was what I liked about him. He like wanted to be a martyr. And then got sent down to fucking Tasmania, then known as Van Diemen's Land.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, they changed it to Tasmania because they were embarrassed that they used to be a penal colony. But
That's a good history hyena fact of the day right
man.
there. Van Diemen's Land.
Used to be Tasmania. He got sent. He got
It is
exiled down
Tasmania
there,
now.
and then he fucking escaped. First off, he fucking got married down there. Sick,
Lady boy.
To a
Yeah.
Tasmanian lady boy?
nice Tasmanian lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, she got pregnant, and he was like, "Babe, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Was it
I
Chrissy?
gotta
Yeah, what
continue.
happened?
I gotta continue
So
the
who wants the
rebellion."
baby?
He was just like, "I'll see the baby in like 2 years. You guys get it. I gotta go continue the rebellion." And he escaped to America, and the kid actually died, so he never met that kid.
Yeah, what happened?
Sick.
A lot of kids just died back then.
He was getting good letters. He was getting letters from back, like his wife, and then I think she died too.
Yeah.
And he was just getting a letter everywhere he went. He would.
Did the squeak survive?
The kids didn't survive.
Yeah.
On the like it's crazy. Like the one, his side piece back in Ireland ended up giving birth to it was Oscar Wilde's mom used to be.
Wait,
his side
what?
piece.
What? Explain that.
When he was they were called the Young Irelanders or Young Ireland. That was a group of like these rebels.
Go Islanders.
They were all like poets and journalists.
Yeah, we got another name for that.
True.
Homosexual.
True.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting to side with the British in this.
Yeah.
Bunch of fucking
Yeah, a bunch of fucking queers.
bunch of journos tried to bring him down. They one of the ladies that was writing with Thomas Marr at the
One of the guy
and
poet ladies?
a lady poet.
Oh, okay.
Wow, they let her work?
They were letting her work. Dude, they were very
Nice.
liberal.
Why?
Very
We
liberal.
don't even have
Letting
a
the broads-
microphone back
look,
then.
she's
It's here.
typing
Yeah,
them.
she's
Gave
not-
birth to- when he got exiled, she married some dude and gave birth to fucking Oscar Wilde.
You ever notice
That's
it's
nuts.
Yeah.
He also
Does Oscar
invented-
Wilde know that?
He also invented the Irish flag just while he was.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Thomas More invented the Irish flag.
Yeah.
The one that is currently used
Currently
right now.
used.
the French gave it to
Yeah.
him?
What do you mean?
The French made it for him, much like the Statue of Liberty. They made it for him. They admired his cause or whatever as an Irish revolutionary, even though he was a failed kid. And they designed it for him. The French are designing kids.
Yeah, the French love to design.
They'll
And they love to eat croissants.
And they love to send you a little gift. America became a country, and they were like, "Here's a gift for you. Here's a Statue of Liberty."
Yeah.
And then you're a revolutionary kid, and you come from a family that eats croissants. You're gonna get a fucking flag made for your country.
He goes to Tasmania. He gets exiled there.
Yeah.
He gets put to death in England,
Yeah.
right?
And then they end up exiling him because his story was huge.
So what happened?
It's like a global
all
story.
because of the speech. All because of the speech he got.
Not because of his speech. He was just kind of a celebrity. He was like
Yeah,
well
but
liked.
for the British to say we're not going to hang you. I mean, it has to be more political than that.
Yeah, it was other countries. Like the United States Congress was like, they put out like the measures and shit to be like, hey, don't fucking do this.
Can't kill this guy.
Because back then England would also. I mean, the penalty for treason is like you get drawn and quartered.
Right.
And they were doing
Ouch.
that late into history. They were still cutting people up and throwing their shit around.
That's brutes.
Yeah,
what happened.
So the rest of the world was like, aren't you guys supposed to be like the leaders of the world? And you're
And you're going to draw and quarter this guy and put his limbs on the
kind of
corners
like the way
of the empire?
Yeah, kind of like the way we, Texas executes retarded guys.
He started off a rich kid. His father was like the mayor of Waterford, right?
Waterford.
Yeah, some
Ireland.
fucking city in Ireland. And yeah, he tried to start the revolution. The revolution was actually hilarious because they just like started a fist fight with like a couple of bailiffs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just lost.
In like a
Big
cabbage
mistake.
patch.
And they got
Big.
killed.
And then 2 of them got shot, and the rest of them ran.
Yeah.
Sentenced to death. It was not a good.
It was really pathetic.
Yeah.
And then the Queen of England took mercy, and she said, instead of beheading you,
Was that still Queen Elizabeth in the 1850s?
it's one of those fucking queens.
Victoria.
Yeah, one of those inbred queens. Yeah. So who was the queen at the time?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we have Wikipedia up on the big screen for a reason.
That's what I'm trying to find.
Well, anyway, the queen.
Whatever.
I think it was Victoria. Yeah.
Victoria.
Queen Victoria, no fumes.
No fumes.
I think she was hot. She was considered decent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
She was young too. She was decent.
She was
That's why
decent.
she sent him out to. She didn't want to execute.
Yeah.
Hot chicks don't.
They think Queen Elizabeth I was a potential ladyboy. There's rumors.
Look at how hot Victoria was.
Oh, yeah. Shane, you are not
no,
exaggerating.
dude, young Victoria was hot.
What was the plan for him to be in Tasmania? Just to be exiled? He can't go
Yeah,
back to
you
England.
gotta
Just live
stay
your
there.
life on Tasmania.
You gotta stay there, but also this is how they did it back then. They're like, you gotta give us your fucking word. You're not gonna leave. And he was like, all right. And they just
But there's
fucking
food
left.
and stuff for him. That, like,
Oh yeah, he had a huge plot of land that he could live on.
so then what happens? What happens next? He's in Tasmania.
He escapes.
He bangs a couple of broads.
bangs some broads. I think she was 18.
He has kids.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
So
All legal.
very legal.
Kid was legal.
And then the escape's crazy. He meets with these two like fucking idiot brothers in the north of Tasmania, and they build him like a shitty raft to escape into this like shipping lane to this deserted island. And the guys are like just fucking hitting sharks the whole way out. There's like sharks everywhere. These dudes are fighting them, and then they get to this island, and there's like a dog on the island, like a stray dog was just, and the brothers were horrified. They're like, "That's a fucking pirate ghost. We got to get the fuck
That's
out
a
of here."
fucking dingo.
That's a
What if it was
pirate
a
ghost,
dingo?
dude. It probably was.
Yeah.
But
So they wouldn't.
they got the fuck out of there because he ran out of food. Because back then, like planning an escape was like impossible.
Right.
He was writing letters to New York, then being sent to Ireland to his dad. It took like 4 months
To get a letter.
to get a letter nonstop. So, I mean, the plan was crazy to just meet up with a ship like a wool trading ship. He had to go to a fucking island, wait there for it. He had to wait like 10 days. He had food for like 1 day.
Did he? So he
He made
waited.
it. Yeah, he
And
stayed
the
on this
ship came.
island. Ship finally came, gets on it, sails to California, then goes to New York.
Yeah, because by the time he gets to the United States, not only is he not, I mean, he may still be wanted in England, but the United States loves
Oh, the
him.
United States like greeted him. Yeah, like
So
the president.
England knew that the U.S. accepted him, and they
Yeah.
were like, "What can we do?"
Yeah, he was like a hero in the United States.
He probably got a lot of these passes because his pops, right? You think some of them were going, just let my son go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they paid people off.
Yeah. I
for
mean, like
sure.
if
The
he was,
folklore of him.
he was like a potato farmer or
Everybody on the island loved him because they were all convicts too.
It's tough to hate Irish kids. They're just friendly, jolly, drunk kids. So the kid Thomas Mars in the United States, now he makes it to California.
Gets in. Well, actually, I was wrong about that. He sailed up. They went around South America.
Okay.
Lands in like Brazil.
How long
Switches
does it
ships.
take? Months.
6 months
Jesus.
at least. Yeah. And then he gets off that boat because that boat goes to England because it was a wool trading ship. He gets on just a regular ship.
If he would have gone on that English boat, he's fucked.
He would have got his fucking head cut off. He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
ripped apart by horses or something.
Yeah, something
Whatever that crime
Something
is.
cute.
Yeah.
So
And,
he gets off the wool boat in Brazil, then gets on a boat from Brazil
yeah,
to
the United
California.
States. No, this time to New York.
Yeah.
He
To
went
New York.
straight to New York. Yeah.
So he's in New York.
He's in
and
New
then
York. He's chilling around here. Actually, he lived around here.
in the West Village.
Yeah.
He definitely would have done open mics if it was 29.
No, he lived down. And this was when he
Woke.
moved. It was 5 points. It was fucking.
Oh, yeah,
It was
we know-
gangs in New York.
We did
is
the
when he
episode
got
of
there.
5 points, yeah.
Yeah, that's when he got here.
Right.
Um,
Wow. I can't believe nobody's done a movie on this guy.
That's what I was saying
Yeah.
the whole time.
Should we do a movie on him? Yeah, we'll
Let Yamanika play him.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll do that.
What?
No, British motherfucker. Just like
whoa,
that
whoa, whoa.
speech at the docks.
Get the fuck out of here, England.
Yeah.
gonna need
All right,
more
pizza my
horses.
cat.
Here's the thing about the Brits,
Dead
dude.
ass.
The Brits kind of hide their brutality with like the manners thing.
Yeah.
They're kind of like the clean comics of countries. You know what I mean? Like comics who like
Yeah.
don't
That's
curse
smart.
and stuff. You're like, you got a dead hooker in your
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah. Okay, so he's now he's in New York, and then what happens?
Goes to New York. He's
It's fascinating.
Oh, he's basically like a con. He starts hitting the road, doing gigs, doing like selling out theaters, talking,
Just talking.
just giving speeches, getting people fired up.
At what point did he become a lawyer?
That was back in.
San Fran?
Well, he was studying to become a lawyer when he was younger, before he got into the revolutionary stuff.
Oh, Venetia knows. Go ahead. Dope.
He passed it in 1855, but I
so
don't
then
think
he
he
came here and
studied.
passed
He
it.
like
He
he
just did
became
it.
a leader of the Irish. And
Is he hot to you, Venetia? Is this guy's life hot?
I love the mustache. I'm into mustache.
You're here for it.
Just fucking.
Oh,
say
I'm
it.
here for it.
Here for it.
So he was a journalist and he was an editor in the Irish News. So he was like really part of the New York community. Woke.
Yeah,
Interesting.
And
yeah.
it's-
No, he was famous. That's the thing. Like, while you're reading this, it doesn't because you've never heard of him. No one's ever fucking heard of this guy. But he was like,
How did you
world
hear
famous.
about him?
Just some book. I just had a book.
So
about-
there is a book dedicated to his whole life.
Yeah, it's called The Immortal Irishman.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
How many
good.
pages?
It's short. It's not bad.
How many?
300.
Too long.
Really?
yeah.
yeah. It's easy. It's an easy read.
It's an appropriate title because the kid should have died at this point like 10 times.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
and then after this he goes to fight in the Civil War.
Yeah, so let's get to
Yeah.
that part. So now it's 1861. The Civil War is brewing up, and there's the good boys and
Well,
there's the good
also,
guys and the bad guys.
A really wild part is before the Civil War breaks out in America, him and his wife, his new wife, who was like a New York royalty Protestant, so that was kind of weird. Her family hated him. It was pretty interesting. But they were getting like uncomfortable with his shitty life of just doing fucking road gigs. They go down to Costa Rica, and he tries to set up a deal for like a railroad to connect the oceans.
Sort of like
Holy shit!
Yeah, he goes
like
down
Elon
there.
Musk.
Yeah, he was going to go make like basically a land Panama Canal type thing, and it got canceled because of the Civil War. But
because
everything he did just kind of failed.
Yeah.
Then when that happened, he was like, "Oh fuck, I suck. Everything
Yeah.
I do sucks."
Kid had good ideas though.
Good ideas.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
He was
but
ahead
it
of
didn't.
his time.
It didn't go
the
through.
revolution wasn't a great idea.
No, that was
Why did the deal get canceled? Would he show up to the meeting in blackface? What happened?
Oh, he's a bad planner. This guy has like no plans. He has
Wei
great ideas and no
Song
plans.
Yeah.
It's like let's make a train from Costa Rica to Ireland. How? We'll get some
We'll
shovels.
just figure it out.
yeah.
he was a little ahead of his time though in that way with the Irish Revolution because that happened and the Panama Canal happened. So the kid was just the timing wasn't there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
He was like the Andrew Schultz of this stuff. He
Yeah.
just the right time, you know.
Right time.
There was kids who put their stuff on YouTube first, but Schultz was just Schultz is the first guy to do it.
Yes, right time.
Wild. So he's that guy. But then he becomes then he decides to become a Civil War general.
Yeah. Then he was kind of like torn before the war as to which
With
side.
the North or South? Wow.
Yeah,
What
the
did he,
North-
was he pro-slavery?
No, but the North fucking hated the Irish a lot.
I know.
And the Irish people thought black people were going to take their gerbs, so they're pissed about that.
Yep.
And then his boy Mitchell, this guy named Mitchell, who he was close friends with in Ireland and Tasmania, moved to Tennessee and was like very, very pro
Confederacy. Interesting.
But he said once the war broke out, because the South initiated it, he was like,
With the Union.
We're going Union on this.
Right.
He came over to the boys like West Virginia did.
Yeah, the West Virginia
Yeah.
came up to the
Yeah.
boys. So did he. Yeah, but yeah, it's nice.
Yo,
but
Shane-
the Irish were fucking second-class citizens. Don't forget that.
They were. Shane knows so much about Shane is like our most versed guest we ever. I mean, the kid, it's almost like the kid knows the kid. That's how much he knows about.
Because Shane did the work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Irish kids have to work.
yeah, they do got to work.
Yeah, because but Shane has to. He better fucking do the work.
Yeah.
He's got no career right now.
That's Lucas.
Yeah, can't just coast right now. We
Yeah, you better fucking do it, buddy.
start work.
You got a little piece and a fat Irish face, and you're not on SNL.
I showed you my piece,
So you
dude.
better do it.
I
Yeah.
showed you my piece.
Yeah, now I have
trusted you.
diarrhea.
How's his piece? He's got a teeth.
I showed you my
Yeah,
piece.
He's got a nice dick.
I got decent. No, it's not. That was a over the sweatpants.
No, it looks
Piece
good.
show.
Oh, no, what about that? That sounds good to me.
I was listening to. I've re-listened to Ghosts of the Oss Front again,
Oh, yeah, boy.
dude. Don't let the fucking fringe bros take over.
Yeah.
It's bad news.
Yeah.
It's the worst news ever.
Yeah,
I've
dude.
listened, dude. It's about Russia and Germany in World War II. It's the saddest.
Yeah.
It's the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
When
it's-
the atrocities when the Russians came back are so bad, and then they're like, "Yeah, this is revenge. You guys did this," and the Germans are like, "Yeah, we did that."
oh.
It's bad, dude.
They're
like,
just demolishing
Everyone
each other.
everyone got raped,
Really?
like indiscriminately. They were like,
Oh.
when we got it, they would get into towns and be like, "We're not doing this for sex. We're doing this because we hate you guys."
Jesus.
They'd rape grandmas, kids, everybody.
Ah, both
Terrible.
sides?
Everybody. They're getting everybody,
Yeah.
and they were.
Bit of a game of tag.
It was a tag
Oh, man.
that resulted in women being like crucified to barn doors and shit.
Oh.
Then they'd go to the next village and do it again.
Yikes.
Lines of dudes. They would rape them to death. This is what I'm going to sleep to.
Rape them
You
to
can't let
death?
the fringe guys win, dude,
No.
because this is what happens. The
Yeah.
bros, yeah.
Dude, I watched a.
How about that? That's a good part of the podcast.
that is a good part.
Just so you know, in our 80 years ago, women were being raped to death on the Eastern Front.
Hey, Jesus Christ. What was like the big actual? Has anyone pointed out the big like? Is it just financial pressures that drives these countries into war? Or is it just pure like a guy being like, "This is the problem"? Like, how do they act? Have they ever gotten down to how they actually start? Because there's like if a guy attacks your country, if you're like a little like a you take it back to like the year 1000, you're just chilling in a village and dudes start like kicking the walls and you're like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a pretty legitimate cause of war. Yeah.
Tent.
Yeah, you're like, come on, get the fuck out of here. That's a pretty legitimate cause of war. But like when it goes, because I know they like isn't World War One, don't they not really know why?
Yeah, World War One was pointless.
Yeah, they don't really know why. Then World War Two was just what? Like Hitler was just like
World War Two was a result of World War One.
Got you.
I mean, that's how history works.
They said
everything's a result.
Let's run that back.
No, yeah, Germany kind of felt like they got fucked.
I mean, losing a war, I could see feeling
losing
like that.
a war. So then you got
fucked.
Millions of dudes coming home. Like that was for nothing.
Oh no!
Everybody found out that was for nothing, and then they were like, "Wait, who's at the top? Why would we ever do that?"
Yeah.
And then they took over, and they were like, "All right, let's do that again." And it resulted.
We're gonna
in
do
the
it
worst.
right this time.
Yeah, we're gonna invade Russia.
I mean, it is tempting, I guess, because then the United States kind of came out pretty good on the end of world.
It worked out for us.
Yeah, didn't it come out pretty good for the old United States?
Yeah, all of Europe got destroyed. Yeah. The United States became the financial center of the world power.
That has been dictating who is in charge of the world.
And it does make you feel
forever.
good. Every once in a while, it makes me feel good that America it's as good as a fucking empire can be. Compared to what those dudes were doing 80 years ago, it was no good, Matt.
It's terrible.
It was literally it's the worst thing of all time.
I mean, Vietnam was pretty bad. Weren't we just burning people's
it's not even fucking close. Dude.
Really?
No. It was.
What was the worst of Vietnam?
They would lose. Just the Russians would lose more than we lost in Vietnam every day. Every day.
Yeah.
More than we've lost probably in Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, everything combined daily for like 5 years.
So numbers wise, it was worse.
But numbers wise, it wasn't comparable.
Not even close.
Not even comparable.
Jesus.
It was.
What was it, like 20,000 a day?
They would lose guys. Russia and Germany would lose more guys in one battle than the U.S. lost the entire war.
Yikes.
We lost 600,000.
And Russia was on our side back then?
Russia was on our side.
Just losing thousands of fucking dudes. And then why did it all fall apart? Why aren't we boys?
Because the way they were evil.
They were pretty bad.
It was evil versus evil over there.
And we were
like, let's let these two kill each other, and then we'll invent rock and roll and destroy the other evil one. We killed them with the power of music.
True.
We did. We hit them with the guitar riffs.
Like, hold on, Elvis, hold it. Shake your hips, Elvis.
Destroy them, Elvis.
Blue jeans, send in the blue jeans.
They had witnessed nothing but horrific atrocities. They were like, blue jeans. Put down our sickles, boys.
Damn, imagine watching Die Hard after that too.
That's what? Imagine watching
Die Hard after.
I thought you would change the subject and be like, I was watching Die Hard. I was good call.
No. Imagine just catching
want.
Die Hard after that. It's like, that's crazy. That's so fake. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
All the buildings
exploding.
all the buildings blowing up into town. I don't see that. Jumping out of it. Yeah, it sucks, man. America got pretty lucky. But it's got to be tempting because I always imagine these like leaders of states and societies like are very, very well versed in history and like military history.
I don't think they are.
Really?
No.
You don't think so?
I guarantee if you walked up to Joe Biden and was like, what was the Battle of Kursk?
Yeah, I guess so.
Be like, what? Hey, Tony boy, fuck you.
Yeah, maybe
Donald Trump, just be like, Donald Trump, what year was... Yeah,
but don't you think
that's not how you're versed in history, of course.
For sure. But I guess you're right. But I'm thinking of like there's definitely dudes that have their hands closer to the levers.
I think if people knew more about history, I think we'd be doing better.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Because the way we're sliding into fucking
bullshit
is a little alarming.
Yeah, it stinks, dude.
Only because if you know what could happen, which is that.
Yeah.
Which is you're dead, you're gone, and then all of your mothers, sisters, girlfriends, and wives are at home, and 1,000 guys show up and chase them around, and they're laughing. The women are like, kill me. Yeah. And the guys are like, and then they rape them to death.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what,
And
like
stick a baby on a bayonet, smash it.
that was what, 80? You said
80
years
yeah.
ago? Not even 100 years ago.
80 years ago.
So there's people still alive.
Yeah, you people listening right now. You probably have a grandpa or grandma she was born then. She was alive during this.
Even being alive like 30 years after that is like enough to feel the effects.
That's when all of our parents were.
Yeah, yikes.
So much shit on so many people before I got the SNL thing, so I can't, like, I had a podcast, you know, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast was where I shit on a lot of people because I didn't think anyone was going to hear it, and then once everybody heard it, so now anybody that talks shit on me, I kind of am like, yeah, I would have too.
Well, I mean,
right.
it's just like us. We've to be fair, we've talked a lot of shit about Pete Davidson. So
we've talked shit about everybody, and now that the show's larger, now it's like you get like personal replies from these people.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? And they're like, hey, yeah, you want to talk all that shit? And you're like, oh wow, sometimes I forget people actually watch the show now.
I gotta figure out this guy's name. I think my favorite response was the fucking he's in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
The Asian guy?
Harold and Kumar. That's
Is
not
it
right.
John Cho?
John Cho, right? Was the
no,
Asian
not
guy?
the Asian guy.
That's
There's
weird.
a Jewish guy in that.
No shit. In a
in
Hollywood? Get right out of fucking town.
Just had this conversation.
I'm gonna need some
Jews.
proof.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think he's in The Deuce. Also, anyway, he sent me when the whole SNL thing was going on. This dude that's like in movies DM'd me and was like, "You want to talk shit on the Jews? I'll fuck you up, dude." I was just like, "Are you fucking retarded, bro?" Like, hold on, I gotta find this guy's name. It's hilarious.
It's fucking amazing.
I never named him. This is the first time I named him.
Yeah, it's whenever I see a blue check mark in my unread messages now, I'm like, this isn't gonna go well.
No, it's
it's something I said, and now I'm gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I never thought I would run into all these people that I talked shit on. David Krumholtz? Yes.
David
that's him.
Okay.
It sounds familiar. But
Hilarious. Yeah, that guy DM'd me. It was like, "Do you want to fight, dude? I'll fucking destroy you." Yeah.
Oh, I know this dude. I'm looking. Okay, yeah. This guy's been in a bunch of shit.
I was kind of a fan of his.
He was in He was in that show Numbers.
Oh yeah, where the E was a 3.
The E was a 3.
Very clever.
That's the very
clever.
That's
I
the
remember
one.
that.
Dude, we talked shit about Michael Rappaport, and he showed up on my.
No,
yeah,
look, that's another guy. Rap's the man.
Yeah,
he showed up in our timeline, and not only did he get pissed at us for talking shit, but he had somebody pretend to be his son, and go, "You making fun of my dad?" On Twitter was a whole fucking thing, and I'm like, I guess people listen now.
Yeah, it's still a surreal experience to wake up in the morning, check your DMs, and be threatening to get punched in the face.
I'll tell you a funny story about Rap. I was moments away. This is very serendipitous. I was about to tweet about Michael Rappaport talking shit to Donald Trump, like about how fucking corny it was, and I was like about to publicly talk shit on him. And then later that I was like, I shouldn't do that. And then later that day, I got a call that was like, "Hey, Michael Rappaport's touring, and do you want to open for him?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like immediately, I literally that day was about to be like, Michael Rappaport sucks, and then I went and hung out with him, and he's the man. He's the man. I get it. If I didn't know him, I'd be like, all right, this dick stained Donald Trump video shit sucks. Now he's great dude.
Is he? Because he wasn't very nice to us.
Yeah,
but to be fair,
we're not nice.
Well, were you guys talking shit? It's not like he fucking went at you.
No. We're right. Yeah, that's fair. We did go after him. That actually very funny. The same video you were talking about, the Dick Stain Donald Trump one.
Like, you fucking Dick Stain, you fucking did. It's like, dude, shut up.
We're like, why is this 50-year-old wigger yelling about Donald Trump? It made us feel bad. Fucking, what are you doing? Like, dude, you have a mortgage. Stop talking like that. But you know,
I don't even like at this point. At first, it was like a weird adjustment, but I've grown used to just waking up and checking my DMs and having stuttering John from Howard Stern threatening to punch me in the face. And you're like, all right, this is just kind of comes with the territory now, I guess. But it's fun.
I know Brendan Schaub hates us a lot too. It's another one that doesn't
Brendan
like
Schaub
us.
doesn't like you?
Yeah, well, to be fair, again, we made fun of him for possibly having CTE, but whatever, it's not a big deal.
I don't think that's like a joke.
Well, I think it's.
He probably has CTE.
I know, but it's hilarious. But no, I know he's another one. Definitely another one that kind of. He called your podcast not funny, by the way. Not that he even started shit, but he did say you guys aren't funny, and for some reason
that's another one.
Yeah,
that's another one where I'm just like, if I were them and I just saw a clip of my podcast and I wanted to come up with a new take that was like, I'm not gonna, as a comic, I'm not gonna condemn him for being racist, but I will say, the podcast isn't fun. I don't know. He also. Yeah, whatever.
He pulled back.
I've never seen him, but I get a lot of people saying, "What do you think of him?" Like trying to bait me to talk shit about him, but I don't.
Yeah, he's new. He's fucking new at stand up.
Yeah, I know.
And he's doing he's got a special that was. I'll go ahead. If he said my podcast isn't funny, I'll say that his special was very funny. How's that?
1.8 on IMDb, by the way, is the score that it's at right now. But
we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that blurb later. It'll say on the Interrobang.
Oh yeah, you're
Shane
right.
Gillis says Brennan Schaub had the special of the year.
Fucking best special ever.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that fucking. Here's my favorite Schaub take on my SNL thing, because he's moved on. He's got to worry about sneakers and jeans or whatever the fuck. But
that's true. I mean,
you know, being an LA comic, you're very concerned about fashion.
Well, you don't like capri pants?
I mean, here's another thing. I can't talk shit because I'm fat. So if I was in shape, I would wear cool things. I'm kind of relegated to gym shorts and sweatpants.
God, I feel that.
Tracksuits.
He showed up at the house in a tracksuit, matching tracksuit, and I thought that was just like for comfort for driving cross country. And then I watched a clip of him and another clip, and it's just tracksuits on stage.
Yeah.
So yeah,
tracksuits are nice.
Tracksuits are timeless.
Yeah, Doug is saying you dress like a hitman from a Scorsese movie, which is cool. Like it's comfy, right?
Like a henchman from John Wick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
fucking Russian mobster.
Shot in the head immediately.
By the way, you just posted a clip the other day that was that bit you did about the Special Olympics was one of the thing. I've sent that to so many people because it's like you see the caption, right? It's like Special Olympics, and you're like, I don't know, because obviously.
This is how Saturday Night Live ruined Shane Gillis, but made him a star.
No, there was so many articles. I think I was #1 on Twitter for like 3 straight days, just getting fucking eviscerated.
Did you read it all?
Oh, I read all of it. Oh. It was just very stressful and like kind of funny when I was just with my friends.
If you're even a casual fan of stand-up comedy, you know that within the last few years, Shane Gillis has become one of the most popular comedians working today. At this point, most people are familiar with the fact that the young bull was hired to be a part of the cast at Saturday Night Live several years ago, but was subsequently fired after a journalist found a video of Shane on a podcast using a slur for Asian people that rhymes with the word drink. Shane received a lot of backlash online for what he said, and a lot of professional Twitter users claim that Shane was a racist who isn't even funny, and that it was a good thing he didn't get Saturday Night Live. What a lot of these retards didn't understand is that it actually would end up being a great thing for Shane, because it got him a lot of attention, and his career went another direction. Bars. With all of this extra notoriety, in due time the love that Shane Gillis received for his comedy would outnumber the hate tenfold, because it turns out Shane is an incredibly funny and talented stand-up comedian. If you're curious as to how Shane took this negative event and bounced back from it, then you've come to the right place. I will be discussing exactly how Shane handled the situation so well, and what it was that allowed him to transcend his cancellation and become one of the biggest stars in comedy. To get a crystal clear understanding of Shane's journey to the top, we need to first establish a clear timeline of events of what all Shane went through. To begin with, before auditioning for Saturday Night Live in September 2019, Shane was not exactly the household name he is today. He actually describes on the Joe Rogan Experience how he was poor and nobody really knew who he was.
I was not famous at all. I was poor. And then I got canceled immediately. Like that was my
right.
It was a very
you didn't
different
get
experience.
Famous and then get canceled.
Most people that get canceled are, Yeah.
You got canceled on the way.
I got canceled immediately.
Yeah.
They literally were like, how about this guy? And everyone was like, no.
So Shane was just a working comic at this time who was still coming up in New York City and building a fan base. He talks about how his agent had asked him about sending in a packet to SNL, but how he wasn't interested in the idea. Then he received another opportunity that was a little better when he was doing Just for Laughs. Listen to this.
Do you want to send a packet in for SNL? And I was like, no. I'm not going to be a writer. I won't work on that show. And then I guess they saw me at JFL and Comedy Central thing, and they were like, we like him, we want him to audition. He can come straight in to audition. So I went straight to the main stage for the audition.
So obviously, even before Shane went to audition, the staff at SNL had seen how much potential he had as a young comedian, and they were willing to let him audition for the show without even filling out a packet or sending an audition tape. It seems like they wanted Shane more than he wanted them at the time, which makes the events that transpired even more interesting. If you've seen Shane talk about the audition, you'd know that he did really, really well, and that he was called back to meet everybody.
And then went back to, you know what I mean? I was like looking at him. I could see they were laughing, and I was told the whole time, no one's going to laugh. They were laughing. I was like, oh, fuck. I did pretty good. Ran into Che that night. I was like, I sucked. I was nervous. He was like, no, that was good.
Being the decorated war veteran and young bull that he was, he did stand-up comedy for his audition, which is his bread and butter, and everybody loved it. Then when Shane attends his callback and meets Lorne Michaels, he quickly realizes that he got SNL, and then Lorne calls him and says that he wants him to go straight to the cast of the show in the following season, and that it would be publicly announced the next day. So then upon being announced, Shane talks about how crazy it was to be congratulated by everyone he ever knew, and just how surreal the feeling was of seeing the headline saying his name and how he'd be joining the cast of Saturday Night Live.
And then I go in and meet with Lorne, and he's the man. He's a nice guy. And he was like, I'm going to use you, but I don't know how. The day they announced it, it was cool. It was very cool. You hear from everybody you've ever grown up with. They're all like, holy shit. I can't believe you're on this.
Then within a few hours of this announcement, an article was released about Shane from Variety magazine about a podcast episode he had done where he used some derogatory terms. For the jokes Shane had said, the article had deemed him all the buzzwords that you probably know in your head, and this radically shifted the narrative around Shane. I won't be showing the podcast that got Shane in trouble here for obvious reasons, but if you look it up on YouTube, it isn't difficult to find. The guy who found the podcast clip of Shane was a fella named Seth Simons. He's an odd-looking duck. Norm Macdonald had this to say about this character, and I think he sums up perfectly how much of a battle axe this Seth Simons guy was. Shane then went back to talk to Lorne Michaels, and Lorne felt like everything could be okay if Shane made it to the first episode, but a lot of people at the time were pushing to have Shane fired from the show upon all the backlash he was receiving. Lorne told him that they needed a response and some type of rationale as to why he said what he said, so Shane went on Twitter and posted this as a response. I'm a comedian who pushes boundaries. I sometimes miss. If you go through my 10 years of comedy, most of it is bad. You're going to find a lot of bad misses. I'm happy to apologize to anyone who's actually offended by anything I've said. My intention is never to hurt anyone, but I'm trying to be the best comedian I can be, and sometimes that requires risks. Now, some people may roll their eyes at this response, but Shane has publicly said he regrets saying this as his response, and he feels that it was a corny way to explain himself, and that if he had more time, he would have thought of something less gay. He also said this: I'm a comedian who was funny enough to get SNL. That can't be taken away. Of course, I wanted an opportunity to prove myself at SNL, but I understand it would be too much of a distraction. I respect the decision they made. I'm honestly grateful for the opportunity. I was always a mad TV guy anyway. The statement is true because not a lot of people get the opportunity Shane did in his audition, and then to be accepted when you didn't even really care too much about the outcome must have felt amazing for him. However, for a brief period of time, Shane was getting dragged through the mud by a portion of people who felt that what he was saying was absolutely unacceptable and that his jokes were totally off limits and just hateful. There's actually quite a few people who think Shane was spreading hate and not trying to be funny at all, which is just an absolutely fucking stupid way to look at what he was doing. Obviously, if you don't think it's funny, that's fine, but calling anyone defending his attempt to joke about something you personally have a problem with as right-wing Twitter is just stupid and makes you look disingenuous and full of shit. I'm interested to see what a lot of these retards have to say now that Shane is one of the biggest comedians working. If you're a big fan of comedy, a lot of these tweets and comments might make you roll your eyes, but it's alright because with everything bad that happens, there's always a silver lining. When Shane returned to doing stand-up comedy, he actually went out and said, quote, I'm fine with the consequences, but I do want everyone to know that I've been reading every one of my death threats in an Asian accent. How do you not laugh your ass off at that? That's hilarious. Anyway, Shane went on to say that in the midst of all this negative backlash, he would see online that this attention caused a lot more people to find his show, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, and actually finding it incredibly funny. So even though there was a lot of bad noise on Twitter, it seemed like all the attention really helped a lot more people find out about Shane, and this would also help him sell tickets at comedy clubs. A lot of comedians came out to talk about the situation as well. Of course, as mentioned earlier, Norm Macdonald came out and defended Shane. A few other comedians talked about it as well, and Bill Burr also went on to talk about how he doesn't think it was fair of people to judge Shane as a person because of this incident. Check it out.
I don't think it's fair. I wouldn't want to be judged by one thing that I did.
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago. So that's personally something I wouldn't do. I would never do that to somebody.
Right.
And
it's just
I think it says a lot about you as a person that you went out and did that to him. I don't think, especially like as you're starting out as a comic or you're riffing and stuff.
So along with receiving some hate and making a lot of new fans, it seemed like Shane Gillis had also gained some respect from a lot of veteran comedians. Even with this unfortunate event for Shane, it seemed like things were just getting better for him at this point. On a side note, I thought I'd share with you guys that I saw Shane coming to my home comedy club in Tampa back in May 2021, and I went to see him live for myself on my 21st birthday, and it was one of the best shows I had ever seen in Tampa. I actually got to meet and talk with him before his set and also after his set again, and he told me about his phone call with Norm Macdonald. This meant the world to me, and it instantly made Shane one of my favorite comedians because not only was he incredibly funny, but he's also an incredibly down-to-earth guy as well. Aside from my personal anecdote, Shane would proceed to sell tickets across the country in 2021, and I imagine most of, if not all of them, were amazing shows that would continue to show people just how funny Shane really was. Then in July 2021, Shane would appear on the Joe Rogan Experience, where he discussed in great detail everything that happened to him with the Saturday Night Live firing, and this would obviously bring even more attention to what happened and also who Shane is as a comedian. He made it abundantly clear that he's not trying to be some type of figure for free speech or any type of political position or cancel culture, and that he really just wants to do comedy and make people laugh.
It's weird for me to rail against cancel culture because I was a victim of it, for lack of a better word. You know what I mean?
Why is it weird for you to rail against?
I don't know. I just it makes me
seems defensive.
Yeah, and I don't want to be on the other side of it where it's like, I'm a free speech guy, I'm a fucking... It's like, dude, I don't want to be involved in any of this. I just want to do comedy.
This is part of the reason so many people love Shane, because he's not in it for the clout or the fame, and he really just wants to do what he thinks is most entertaining. Joe would love Shane, and this would lead to him becoming a regular guest on the Joe Rogan Experience. He also talked briefly about the taping of his comedy special, which had not yet been released. The special would proceed to be called Live in Austin, and it was released on YouTube September 7th, 2021, and as of right now, it has over 22 million views, which is absolutely unreal. Many people in the comments absolutely loved this special, and a lot of comedy fans consider this to be one of the best comedy specials released that year. One of the bits in the special, Louis C.K. actually went on to praise on the Your Mom's House podcast. Check this out.
Well, like Shane Gillis does a very funny thing in New York. He's a very funny anomaly in stand-up, which is that he's a red state product.
Yeah.
And he plays to Brooklyn kids. My father's a Fox News guy.
Yeah.
And they just go, boo.
Yeah.
And he goes, you guys, all your fathers are Fox News guys. And then they cheer. Right after they booed. They cheer.
Not only did this special resonate with many comedy fans, but it was praised by one of the greatest comedians to ever live. This trend would not stop either, because later on, Dave Chappelle would go on to praise one of Shane's bits from his special also.
All right, this guy I'm bringing on stage is so funny, he got canceled at the beginning of his career. Please welcome from almost Saturday Night Live, Shane Gillis.
I know this had to be one of the coolest moments of Shane's life right here at the Comedy Cellar. It would seem that all of his disingenuous detractors would be eating their words because sure, he didn't end up staying with Saturday Night Live, but now he's entertaining millions of people who love him and working with some of the most legendary names in comedy, all at his own merit. Then after this, Shane would tour with Louis C.K. for a bit and just continue to get funnier and funnier as a comedian. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast would also reach new levels as well, with the podcast having just south of 400,000 subscribers now, and each episode regularly pulls well over that number in views. Additionally, the dogs have a Patreon for the podcast that has become the most popular Patreon on the website with almost 80,000 paid members. The dogs are making buckets of cash every month, and the best part about this is None of this has changed Shane or Matt. They're both still incredibly down-to-earth people, and they show with their actions that all they want to do is make people laugh, and that the money and fame, while being cool, isn't going to change who they are as people. To make things even better, as Shane's popularity continued to crank forward, he would eventually release another comedy special that streamed on Netflix titled Beautiful Dogs on September 5th, 2023. This was a splendid comedy special that was praised by many comedy fans and fellow comedians because it is exactly what Shane did in his previous special. All that was really different was the jokes. For someone that does humor that is considered unsavory by so many people, you'd think Netflix would have been more hesitant to platform such a hateful bigot, right? That's all horseshit. I don't believe what I just said. Shane got the special because he's funny. There's no way around that fact. Shane worked hard for many years honing his craft of stand-up comedy, and he's always just wanted to make people laugh talking about things he thought there was humor in. Shane is somebody that anyone can laugh at regardless of gender, political affiliation, religion, sexual orientation, or anything else, because he's a genuine goofball who doesn't have a hateful bone in his body. When you're a genuine person, people are going to notice it. Some people even believe that SNL would have held Shane back since his intentions with comedy has always been to do his own thing, and that's certainly a possibility, but luckily we'll never know because now Shane is killing it. Shane Gillis would have probably been the worst cast member on SNL anyway. He always makes me laugh, and that just doesn't fit with the rest of the cast at Saturday Night Live. When all the backlash happened, Shane received more hate than he'd probably ever received in his life, but these types of people who just scour the internet for reasons to hate you aren't the type of people you want to entertain anyway. The types of people that think comedy always has to punch up are out-of-touch retards because all comedy has to be as funny whether you punch up, down, or sideways. Being funny is your job as a comedian, and Shane Gillis does that job exceptionally well. That's why, even without SNL, Shane made it to the top, and he will likely stay at the top because he genuinely cares about the craft of stand-up comedy, and he's a real-ass dude who just wants to make people laugh. And it seems that a lot of people have realized that and want to follow Shane and everything he does in his future career. All in all, this is how SNL ruined Shane Gillis, but made him a star. Hey everyone, I hope you guys liked the Shane Gillis video. I put a lot of work into it, and Shane Gillis is one of my favorite comedians. If you want to support the channel, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications down below, because that's a free way to support me, and it also helps the community grow brick by brick. We recently hit 10,000 subscribers, and that's absolutely amazing to me. I want to hit 100,000 subscribers this year, and I think I can do it, so I would appreciate it if you guys helped me out by subscribing to the channel. If you want to take your support to the next level, you can check out my Patreon page down below where you get some exclusive benefits, like you get to see videos early, you get to see content no one else sees, like my set at the Tampa Improv recently, you get to play a direct hand in the direction my channel takes, and you also get shoutouts every single video. Shout out to Jason Murray, Crossblocker, Ethan, Thomas Gill, and Karsten, the newest patron, for being patrons and supporting me. But yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the comedy lore video. Take care of yourselves, your friends, your family, and your loved ones. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Oh,
Senator Manchin?
At the family Christmas party. Yes, I support Manchin. Obviously, Manchin rules. But there's one lady in my family who's very, very liberal. And this was the Gillis family Christmas party. So she was in a den of full-on Trumpers. Like dudes that were like, fuck that, fuck the mask, fuck vaccines. And she came in, wore a mask the whole time. Called my one aunt a white supremacist.
What? Badass.
I mean, she came in swinging at this thing, like fought everybody.
What the fuck?
It was great. And then she brought a black Santa.
Oh,
doll,
hell yeah, dude.
So that certain family members could feel represented. She brought that into my parents' house.
Swag.
It was, I've never seen a lady put on a clinic like that. It was awesome. She just came in and fought.
It's fucking, how big was the black Santa?
It was this doll. It was a Santa doll. And she was like, this way everyone feels included. And everyone was like, all right. What the fuck? And she was like, yeah, you fucking white supremacist. She was swinging.
She came in swinging. What kind of flack did she get in return?
Just a lot of secrets and whispers behind her back.
A lot of stern. She got gut felt it, dude.
Oh, the whole family, every Gillis member in there, full Notre Dame gear. Somebody was like, you need to wear a mask. Everyone in there was like,
dude, she brought the lib tornado.
She did.
She brought the lib storm.
I actually sided with her and started going around fighting with her.
Good move.
But she doesn't like me.
What?
She turns your beautiful
ever since SNL.
You guys try to fuck
Ever
her?
sinse SNL, she doesn't talk to me.
Not a fan.
She was not a fan.
How did she take your
of my
support?
work.
How did she take your support?
She didn't even acknowledge that. She would. I kept going up and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Yeah, you got to get the vaccine. I got it.
Oh.
I live in New York, you know."
Dude, who's this? What's her relation?
Fuck.
What's the relation?
She's married to my dad's brother.
Yeah. So she used to
bitch-in-law.
Yeah, but you got to give her credit.
Yeah, no, she fucking badass. Yeah.
Came in and fought.
Yeah.
In 2024, the Atlantic writer was saying in 2024, there's a good chance that like if you see like a Democrat neighbor, their house will get stormed and they'll get like kicked out of the neighborhood.
Oh, really?
They were saying in 2024, what's going to happen is if the election goes the wrong way, Republicans will definitely storm any like blue signage.
They'll
they
start
see.
ripping
Like,
people's
get out of my neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's coming.
They'll see like Black Lives
and then
signs.
liberals will, if anything, like storm like Trump's golf course. Not anyone's personal property, just like Trump's golf course. I'm reading this like, dude, you guys are crazy. 2024, it's all going to happen, or we'll just become Russia. It's like, no, we won't.
They need strawberries.
We're going to become China.
They do need strawberries, bro.
Just hold them down.
Stop. Come on, dude. I feel like I want to pee. Stop. Yeah, that is good for that lady to come in
I
swinging
supported
like that. It's nice to show up to a party and be like, I'm gonna fuck everyone in here.
I'm fighting
up.
everyone in here.
Also, too, if you like, imagine going to a place, and maybe she was, using hyperbole, but like to be like, all right, I'm going to a party full of white supremacists.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
she must have believed it enough that she called someone that to their face.
Yeah,
she kicked in the door like Biggie Smalls.
So she wasn't joking.
She did.
She wasn't
Oh,
joking.
no.
She wasn't being like,
This
you
was
fucking white
strictly
supremacists.
business.
True, you don't joke about white supremacy
No,
at
you
all.
don't.
You're right.
People don't like those types of gags.
Come in and be like, I'm going to attack my fam. Fuck, my parents went to Florida for this Christmas.
Fuck.
They left us. My mom left us,
What
went
are
to
the brothers
Florida.
gonna do? Are you gonna have a little Christmas party at their house anyway?
I'm going to go to my Aunt Kathy's on Christmas Eve.
That'll be
but
fun.
I asked my mom what she wanted. She was like, just donate money to the like abortion law fund or whatever. So I have to fund the abortion law for my
You're
mom.
gonna do that?
Yes, my mom's wishes. I want to fund the abortion law.
I don't
my
like
mom,
that.
My mommy trumps everything, dude.
How would your
That's what
family
my
react? How would your family react to Black Santa?
They wouldn't care.
Everybody would
No?
be pumped.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
Wouldn't care.
Okay, okay.
No, everybody. No one. That's the thing. No one in my
Yeah.
family was like upset. Everyone was just like, okay,
Yeah. All right.
great.
Nice
This
move.
is a long-term play though, because like, what Santa comes out next year? Like we're having people over. We got to put the Black Santa out.
I like it. I like having one white, one black Santa.
We have Black Santa on a Christmas
I like
tree.
to segregate the Santas.
True. That'd be
See, this one only goes to black houses. This one only goes to white houses.
I should be doing the Predator handshake.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. And black Santa has white elves.
True that.
Yeah.
And white Santa has black elves, also known as orcs. And he makes them work.
Dude, this is the crap your aunt's not trying to see, dude.
What?
She just want to hear that.
Funny jokes that black elves are orcs?
Dude, how dare you, dude? Shame.
But we don't take kindly to male, especially not male on male sexual assault, dude.
No.
That's not a joke.
At least if it's guys on girls, we know you're normal. Long hauler, dude. Long hauling and homophobia? You're homophobic.
Me?
Of the two of us, who do you think's more homophobic?
Not me. Definitely.
I've
not
heard
me.
you say some stuff.
Come on, dude.
Matt, I've heard you say some
What'd you
wild.
hear me say?
You want me to tell you?
Let's go tit for tat. No, dude. We actually behind the scenes, me and Shane were like, "Yo, it's comedy. It's funny, but like we need to do something.
We need to
about
protect the ally.
gay
We're
marriage, bro.
allies.
Yeah, like, dude, we need to do something. Like, gayness is important, and it's just annoying that people just can't get down with two guys
yeah.
having sex.
Sorry,
jizzing on each
it's
other.
2022.
2022, dude.
And you.
If you don't want to see a guy jizz on another guy, dude, you're the fucking problem. All right,
Yeah, you're the
you
one.
hear me?
I don't want to be fucking whacking off on some fucking guy in front of me and come all over him, and then he's got to come all over him, and then he's young, and then who's the homophobe, right? This guy is so fucking unsure of his sexuality. He's mad at me because I jizzed all over his face.
Norm, you've never made so much sense.
Next time you're with your dad, rather than being all like, oh, just be like, Dad, honestly, I don't care if a guy jizzes on me, and just tell your dad that. It's
Yes.
2022.
It's
time to go
2022,
home.
and if he says anything, never speak to him again.
Confront all your uncles.
Go like this. Go, Dad, get fucked, and then leave the house.
Dad, I know you've thought about sucking
some guy's fucking hot, beautiful asshole
before, at least for a second. doesn't mean you're gay, but it's time for you to get over it. Just
Time
say
for you to
that.
get over it.
And then if they say anything
if mom
other
says
than
something, say, Mom, I know you've thought about sucking snatch, bitch. You fucking dumb bitch.
and if they don't take kindly to that, you leave and you never speak to your parents ever again.
Yeah, it's time to.
It
never
doesn't
speak
matter
to them.
that they raised you and poured their life the best they could. If they're not down with social issues, abandon them into old age and let them die alone. Okay? It's 2022.
I hate when I go home and everybody around me is a fucking dumbass Republican. Whenever I go home and I'm like, oh my God, I just roll my eyes, dude.
Oh
Because
my
you
God.
know me, I'm nice.
Yeah, dude.
So like if my dad starts with his shit, I'm just like,
Oh,
and I grit my teeth and I get through the holidays
Of
listening
course.
to fucking ignorant trash.
I don't know how many more I have in me though, dude.
It's time we start discussing whether or not it's acceptable to go home and even hang out with your parents if they're going to spout bullshit.
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
I would literally still go home if my dad was a Nazi.
Yeah, I want to see a guy with a white hat and a guy with a black hat, and I want to see them shooting each other up in front of the saloon, you know? Last thing I want to see is a close-up of a beautiful hot cock slipping into an asshole. Now, they didn't show that in the movie, but why not? If they're going to make a movie, make it right.